Hi everyone! I hope you're all doing well and I hope you're all safe and healthy given the circumstances. So here's the deal. I study in Scotland, but all face-to-face teaching has now been cancelled, so I went back home to Prague to be with my family. However, since the UK has been labelled a high-risk country, I now have to be quarantined for 14 days, ending on the 29th of March. So here's what I've been up to. Okay, so I've been postponing a huge declutter for a very long time, but now that I've come home from uni and didn't really have any space to unpack my suitcase to, I realized that it was time. So I started with cleaning out my closet, and I have to be honest with you, I often bond to my clothes on like an emotional level, so it's hard for me to throw them out even if I don't wear them anymore. So one trick that I do is I take a photo of the item to have like a saved memory of it, so it's easier to throw it out or give it away. It literally took me like 4 days to clean out my closet, but this is what it looks like now. It could definitely be better, but at least it's something, you know. And I also did the same with my underwear and sock drawers. Then I moved on to decluttering my makeup, so I took everything out and threw away expired items or things I don't use anymore. And again, I took photos of the makeup I felt emotionally attached to, like this lip gloss for example, because it was the first makeup item I ever bought. I know, it's disgusting. Also, I think it's very important to clean out your laptop or phone as well to have a clear mind. I had a really cluttered laptop, especially my download folder, and my desktop was like full of screenshots. It was horrible. So I just went through everything and deleted all the unnecessary files, and I thought it was also time to change my wallpaper. I just used one of the Mac wallpapers because I was lazy to go through my own photos, but yeah, I did the deed. Now, there were also some clothes in my closet that needed a thrift flip or more like my closet flip. I don't know what the right term for it is, but the first item that I wanted to readjust was the skirt. I really love the style of it, but the waistband was just too weak already, so I wanted to cinch it in the waist more. I did this by folding both the left and the right side of the skirt inwards, like so, and then I sewed over it. I really don't know how to explain it, but hopefully you could kind of see. So the next item that I wanted to upgrade was this shirt that I used to wear a lot like 5 years ago, but I simply don't like the cut of it anymore, so I decided to crop it. Now I wanted to keep the ribbed bottom hem of the shirt, so I folded the bottom inside out like so and pinned it down to secure the fabric in place, and then I sewed along the ribbed hem and cut the rest of the fabric off, and that's the crop top done. Okay, so the third thing that I have done in these past 2 weeks is I made vegan cheese. So I will leave the link to the recipe I followed in the description box, but in this video I made some soft cheese. So you start by soaking 300 grams of cashews overnight, and then you blend them with 330 grams of water. I then added this zyme or zyme, I don't know how to pronounce it, and I poured the mix into a bowl. Then I used some cheese cultures and sprinkled them on top and left it for like 5 minutes before stirring well. I then added some garlic leaves as well as garlic powder and salt to season it. Then I put it in the sieve and put some weight on it to remove excess of water. And afterwards I put it in a cool environment, which was the outside of my house, to ferment for 10 hours. And that was basically it. The cheese was done. My sister also made some blue cheese and camembert, but they take weeks to develop, so she made these before I came home. But I don't know, I just find it really cool. Like, we made these cheeses? Cheeses? Is it cheeses? Another thing I've done is I painted. So I started this painting of Prague during Christmas, but I never managed to finish it. Like, there were only the smallest details to be done, but I just kept postponing it. So the other day I finally gathered the strength to get it done, and I got it done, and it feels so good. I also made sure to exercise, especially since I cannot go outside and therefore don't walk as much. So I usually do some cardio by running on a treadmill and then some weights, but I don't own any weights. So I just took some paint cans from our basement and I tried to use that instead, and I also used a box filled with books for the bridge exercise. It's definitely not ideal, but it's better than nothing. Moving on, I also tried to be productive and learn something new. So last summer I completed a course on data science on Udemy and I really liked it, so I wanted to do something similar. There's actually a lot of online courses provided by universities for free, so I started doing this one from UPenn, and it's a course on application of AI and real estate technology, so I thought it was really cool and it is really interesting so far. I still have a long way to go before finishing it, but I have time, so it's fine. So, fun fact, I have played the flute since I was like 7, and at the age of 10 I enrolled into like an official 8-year course where you go to competitions and get examined, etc. So I graduated from this course 2 years ago and I haven't really got much practice playing the flute ever since, which really sucks, so I wanted to pick it up again and try to play the same piece I played during my final concert at graduation. So here's me trying. Also, a very important activity that I have done in these 2 weeks is, of course, spend a lot of time with my dog and cuddle the heck out of her. Otherwise, I have played some video games with my sister who's also self-isolating, so we played Subnautica Below Zero, which is quite cool, a bit scary, a bit spooky, but really fun. And then I, of course, spent a lot of time watching movies and TV shows. I watched some Friends, I watched Self-Made on Netflix, some Pirates of the Caribbean, you know, good stuff, good stuff. So yeah, that's basically everything I've been up to during my 14-day quarantine. To be completely honest with you, it doesn't feel that different compared to my normal holidays. I was quite productive, but not because I felt like I had a lot of time. It was more because of the perception of the quarantine and how everybody says that you have so much time. So I almost felt pressured to be productive, if that makes any sense. So my quarantine is ending this Sunday, but there's a national lockdown in the Czech Republic anyways, so I'll still be staying home, but at least I'll be able to go grocery shopping or something. Let me know what you've been up to. Honestly, it doesn't feel real, like it feels like a bad dream. And I feel like everybody will have to get the virus eventually anyway, so we really need to leave the healthcare system available to those with a weaker immune system. So I hope you're being healthy and taking a lot of vitamins to strengthen your immunity. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Stay home and stay safe.